So, can you guess what this video is about? Seems pretty obvious. It's another wrestling belt video. So this one is about the NXT North American Championship. Now, this one was the last one of the NXT belts that I got for myself. Mostly because I don't like red. I know it sounds silly, but my first job was a certain major retailer who is known for having a red logo. And it just wasn't a good experience, and literally, I don't think I own a single piece of red clothing. But this belt, I gotta admit, I ended up loving it because of its unique shape. Now, the unique shape, to most, this is gonna be obvious, because normally on a belt, you'd see the inline go in like this, and then it'd be straight. But this one's got such a wide area for the side plate from the main plate. It's just, I've never seen one shaped like this that I liked before, and this one came around, and even though it's red, I still love it. Now, really, it's more burgundy. In fact, to me, it looks more burgundy in person than the video does. But nonetheless, I'm still happy with it. I'm still very happy with it. Now, it is the faux leather. If you watch my Cruiserweight Championship review, you know that there is a big difference between the polyurethane and the faux leather, at least in my opinion. Now, this one is a great example because I'm holding this one. It's barely bending. It's not even touching the back of my fingers. Not even close, in fact. I mean, it's hovering pretty good. There. And that's with the metal piece weighing this side down. It'll probably be even more pronounced, yeah, if I do it on this side, where there's no leather piece. Now, part of it is with these ones, you just have to break them in. When you break them in, they're a little bit better. But when you first get them, it's really frustrating because you feel like you're walking around with a stiff piece of plastic. Now, that being said, I talked about this a little bit in my other video too. This is the non-weighted side. So when I put it on my shoulder, it hovers a little bit more over my back than the other belt does. But that's where these belts with these come in handy, because if you want it to feel a little better over the back, that's a lot closer to my back because this side's weighing it down. But the same thing's going to be true if you're going for, the rock turnbuckle pose. It's not going to look like it's going to look. But same thing, you want to flip it around, get that metal weight on the other side, it looks a little bit better. It's still not as good as a real belt. It's not as good as real leather, and it's not as good as polyurethane. Now, there's one thing that I want to mention here that is going to be probably only mentioned on this video, at least for now. So there's a guy over in Europe called Paul Martin. Paul Martin Belts, pmbelt.com. I do not have a deal with him or anything like that, although I would love one. Wink, wink. But he does real send-out straps, real leather. They are hand-tooled to match perfectly, as perfect as I've ever seen, to the belts that are used on screen. And what's awesome is I've seen his videos where he does the send-out strap for this. The coloration is a little bit different. He'll even tell you that. But if I was going to get any Paul Martin send-out strap, it would be this one just because of how stiff it is. This one and then the NXT Tag Team Championship, because that doesn't have any metal plate on the end. It's one of those things where, unfortunately, because he is overseas, it's a little more expensive for someone such as myself living in Michigan. It's about $400. But once again, it's real leather. I mean, if you go to the Renaissance Festival and you buy real leather, you're going to be paying that much money anyways, if not more. So it's one of those things where he already has the holes drilled, and you just, boom, pop the plate off, put him on the new one. And let me put it this way, I want to get one eventually. If he sends me one, I'd be happy to do a review on it and just prove to all of you what I've said. But nonetheless, this would be the first one that I would go with a Paul Martin belt send-out strap. Now, the cool thing is, not only does he have this, but he actually has a black strap for this. So let's say you don't like the red, let's say you don't like the burgundy or the reddish brown. He has a black one. Now, the black one, though, it doesn't have this wide outset, which some people want that more classic look, but like I said, I like that this one is so unique. Plus, not gonna lie, Johnny Gargano is one of my favorite NXT wrestlers. I would say top 3, and he is a 3-time North American Championship. So, there's that. One thing I did notice, so this is minor, this belt, at least when I bought it, comes with the NXT side plates. I love the NXT side plates way more than the WWE side plates. For instance, the tag belt just has the WWE side plates. Personally, I like the NXT ones. I just think it's a lot more brand unique, so that's the way I'm going to go. This one, I haven't had any problems with it. Much like the NXT one, I haven't had anything come off, so that's really cool. It's all gold, black, and silver, so there's not really anything that I think could come off anyways, but I really like it. To be honest, there's not a lot to say about it. Not negative, at least. So, it sits on my back like that. I'm happy with it. The more I handle it, the more flexible it gets. This one, it's another one that, can easily go around my waist. Now, I'm a skinnier guy. This one is a little wider than the NXT belt. So, you pretty much can only see the main plate on me, but once again, I'm only about 150 pounds. So, but seriously, if you like it, get it. I love having the NXT collection full. I really do. I have them all on display over to my right here, where I literally have the NXT Tag, Men's Championship, North American Cruiserweight, and then upstairs my wife has the NXT Women's Championship. I really just love having the full collection. Part of that's because I'm a little obsessive compulsive, but I do still like it a lot. But hey, seriously, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's other things that you'd like me to talk about. Please feel free to subscribe. Please feel free to share the video, especially if you know any other people that like to collect the belts. Hey, thank you so much, and have a good day.